A Forbidden Knowledge popping in on you on a Sunday afternoon. What's going on, y'all? Filling up the live chat. I see people hopping in here. We got Nancy, Marcella, Ruben, Letitia. All right, what's going on, Mandy? Live on 3 Facebook pages, Twitch, Instagram at Forbidden Knowledge, and the Forbidden Knowledge Podcast Network YouTube account. Make sure y'all click like, subscribe, and also share this video. All right. What's going on? I am Jay. Who we got? Yeah, Eugene here. Brickyard Babies. The Yard. What's going on? All right. So today, I'm not going to be on here too long. I want to share some information with you. I want to share some knowledge and some wisdom about this book, The Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. I'm going to read a little bit from this book today, The Divine Quintessence from Mike Rashid King. This is a powerful book. And I wrote the foreword to this book. So when Mike called me and said, "Hey, I would love for you to write the foreword," it was an honor to be able to accept that ability to write the foreword for this book, and the ability to see it and read it before anyone else had their hands on it. And I also published a book for him because the book was just so powerful. It's an incredible, incredible book. Okay. So I'm really happy about it. I really think everyone should have this book because it really talks to the power that's within us. It really, really talks to accessing the God body, as Mike calls it, the God body, the God power that's within us. Okay. And it's one of these books that comes along every now and then that really, 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 I believe, gives a person a real true awakening as to who they truly are. Okay. As to who they truly are. So, I'm going to read from the book, excuse me, a little bit today and share some of this wisdom and knowledge from Mike. I'm also going to read the foreword to the book. Okay. And again, the book is called The Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. And I'm going to read the foreword first. I wrote the foreword. As the founder of Forbidden Knowledge, Inc., author of the Fractal Holographic Universe and the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets, and someone who has spent a lifetime probing the edges of science, consciousness, and ancient wisdom, it is my honor to introduce to you the work which shall shatter every limitation you have ever accepted and rebuild you from the inside out. Mike Rashid King's The Divine Quintessence, known as the Q, is not merely a book. It is a cosmic detonator, a manifesto for reclaiming the infinite God body that has been hidden beneath millennia of conditioned belief and control. From the very first time and from the very first line, Mike pulls no punches. He exposes the greatest conspiracy in human history, not secret societies or lost technologies, but the systematic erasure of your divine inheritance. He reveals how the very texts you were taught to revere were weaponized to keep you small, obedient, and fearful. And then, with surgical precision, he hands you the keys to dismantle those prisons. Proven scientific principles, time-tested mystery school methods, and cutting-edge insights from quantum physics itself. What makes the Q extraordinary is its fusion of head-spinning theory with rock-solid practicality. You will learn a lot of stuff. How multiple shifts in attention literally rewire your brain and architecture. Why gratitude and prayer, when supercharged by Q activation techniques, become cosmic magnets for abundance. The mathematics of reality bending and how you can add and weld and wield those equations as tools of personal transformation. Physical, mental, and energetic protocols that forge your body into a vessel of capable channeling of the infinite intelligence. I have witnessed firsthand the power of these truths, and in my journey, from decoding the fractal patterns of the universe to standing on stages around the world, preaching human sovereignty, nothing has accelerated my growth more than remembering that I am, at core, a creator, not a creature. Mike's work is the missing link between the ancient initiatory paths and scientific frontier of tomorrow. As you turn these pages, prepare for every comfortable narrative you've held about reality to shatter. You will face resistance both from the outside world and also from old beliefs still echoing in your mind. But know this, every crack in the old paradigm is an opening for your true self to blaze through. These practices you'll find here are not gentle affirmations. They are spiritual weapons designed to annihilate self-doubt, dismantle fear, and reclaim the throne of your consciousness. Embrace this forward as your invitation to join a lineage of sovereign creators. Test every idea, experiment relentlessly, document your breakthroughs, and when you feel the walls of your former limitations crumble, step into the boundless landscape that awaits. The Divine Quintessence is more than a philosophy, it is your birthright. Welcome home, Creator. The universe within you has been waiting. So that's the forward to the book there, okay? And I'm telling you, this is a powerful book. I'm reading from, if you're just jumping on, The Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. Very, very powerful book. It's laid out in a very, very nice and easy flow read way. Just some of the things in here that, and I'll touch on a few of them here, okay? Break a mental chain. This is one subject here on page 10. Identify one way you've been conforming to someone else's rules for expectations that do not serve your growth. It might be a habit of apologizing for speaking truth or fear of pursuing a dream because society says it's impractical. Defy it once this week. For example, if you've been hesitant to speak up at work or in class about something important, stand up and say your piece. If you've been told by people from your background, don't do that, go ahead and do exactly that, whether it's learning a new skill, traveling somewhere new, or etc. Prove that those limits are an illusion, and each time you break one of these mental chains, you step closer to the overman within. Okay? So what I like about this book is that it's giving you practical steps. It's giving you actual actionable things that you can do right now today. It's not a lot of philosophy where you have to sit back and meditate on it and wander and ponder and think, okay, this is pretty deep stuff. Now, what can I do with it? What Mike does is he gives you some philosophy, but he also gives you actionable steps to do and utilize right now, today, immediately to get a change in your life. In other words, there's no waiting for results. The results are instant as long as you take action. Okay? Another one he says, do this at once. Master your pain. Strength is forged, not found. Push yourself through a controlled trial of pain to temper your will. This could be a strenuous workout that tests your limits, a long distance run when your body wants to quit, or even sitting in an ice cold bath for a minute, fighting the urge to jump out. As you endure this discomfort, focus your mind on one thought. My spirit is stronger than my pain, and breathe through it. When you finish, reflect on how much further you went than your mind allowed you to. This is how you refine your niyama, by using pain as a fire to harden your resolve. Okay? So again, more direct action that he's pointing you to tap into the true power within yourself and break through those limiting beliefs, break through things that are holding you back, break through mental blockages or mental walls that have been stopping you from getting to the next level. Again, if you're just hopping on, I'm reading from the book, The Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. I'll drop the link. Let me drop the link in the live chat. It's on Amazon. It's a bestseller. The book became a bestseller the first week it came out. Okay, an absolute bestseller the first week it came out. Let me just drop the link in the live chat real quick for everyone here. But yeah, this is an amazing book. It's a really good book. It's an easy read. It won't take you months to read this book. You can read this book in a couple of weeks. Some people might be able to read it in a few days. But the most important part of the book is that you can take those action steps and activate them immediately in your life, and you will see a change. You will see a change immediately. Okay? Let's see what else we got here. Found another directions here, some more actions here. Here's another one. In book 1, it says, do this at once. Sit in silence for 15 minutes a day. No phone, no noise. And ask, what truth have they hidden from me? Then write down the answer and write it down raw. Destroy one lie you believed in. Burn it, tear it, erase it. It no longer owns you. A lot of people struggle with that. Read one page of supreme wisdom or supreme teachings and note one truth that resonates. This is really good stuff. Nothing but actions here. Stand before a mirror each morning and declare 3 times, I am a God. I master my life with power and purpose. Remove one weakening influence today. Media, a person, a habit. Make room for divinity. Write a vow. Embody your godhood. What will you create this week? And write it down. This is good stuff. Listen, I'm reading from The Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. It's available on Amazon. Okay. I wrote the foreword to this book. The book is available on Amazon.com. I'll drop the link back in the live chat again. Every now and then, a book with this much power comes along, and this is one of those books. You know, I always love when people give action steps, when people tell you what you can do to get a change in your life. A lot of books on philosophy and spirituality are very, very metaphorical and very philosophical, and that's great because you know it'll allow you to become a deep thinker and to really resonate on some of the topics and the information. But what I've found over time, a lot of people that really dig into some of those philosophical ideas and concepts and spiritual concepts, they don't really activate a lot of things in their lives. I look at them and I just track them because to me, the proof is in the pudding. But when I see texts like this, you know, kind of the same teaching I utilize in my Forbidden Knowledge Academy, where it directs you to a specific end and gives you direct, you know, bullet point by bullet point action steps to say, do this, now do this, now do this. The reason why that works is because it gives a person an actual game plan to follow. It gives them direction. It's almost like somebody's holding your hand and walking you through this step of self-improvement. And that's why books like this do very, very well for people, because it gives you the ability to make active changes in your life and see results in the moment. It's something that's hard to do. A lot of times when you're digging into deep philosophy and spiritual concepts and metaphors, a lot of the time it's up for discernment and you don't really get a lot of action steps. It's just like, be the light, seek the light, you know, do this, do that, become this, you know, this person of guiding light and love. That's all good stuff. But what can I do to turn myself, convert myself from darkness into the light? Well, that's where the action steps come in, right? Okay. And I see somebody asking about my book coming out, the manifesting codes. The manifesting codes are really close. Probably this week the book will be on pre-order this week, and then in 30 to 45 days it'll actually be up on the bookstores and everything else. Okay, so thanks for asking. My 6th book is coming out, the manifesting codes. I can't wait. All right, so the Divine Quintessence is a manifesto to awaken you. A revolution is rising against a system that doesn't respect you. This sacred text empowers you to remember your true identity and annihilate the mental chains that have held you back. Written by Michael Rashid King, a former pro boxer and founder of a multi-million-dollar enterprise and mentor, and guide to thousands who have transformed their lives. These pages move with the frequency of the divine. This book is a system of applied spiritual strategy, creating real-world change in every realm: physical, mental, financial, and spiritual. Open this guide and feel the resonance of ancient wisdom. It's designed to reprogram your mind, reclaim your power, and master your reality with precision. Prepare to update your philosophical operating system and prepare the frame of reality in a way that best suits you. Prepare to reprogram your default settings, elevate beyond the gravity of conditional thinking, and you won't be changing the world around you. you'll be altering it and changing it to power you. You will be altering the lens through which you perceive it, and reality is fluid. It's responsive, and your consciousness shapes it. This is not taught in schools for a reason, but this is your divine birthright. With this divine quintessence, you will become sovereign, restructure your reality, understand that true spirituality is practical, and you will have a better understanding of God. Okay? Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. Make sure y'all get a chance to go check it out on Amazon. And if you do get it, please give it a 5-star review, a 5-star positive review. Right now, it is a 5-star book on Amazon. So it has all 5 stars. So check it out. Again, get the book and leave a 5-star review. That would be much, much appreciated. Shout out to Michael Rashid King for writing this book, The Divine Quintessence. Okay. And everyone, I'm going to be coming back on again, probably in a couple of hours. I'll be going live tonight. I'll be talking more about 3I Atlas, and I'll be bringing some brand new pictures with me from the space agencies and some space probes that have now come in with some super, super high resolution images. And we're going to take a look at that tonight. Okay. Thank you, Strawberry Barb, for reposting this stream. I appreciate that. So tonight we're going to take a look at 3I Atlas. Now, as you know, I was the first person to interview Avi Loeb, the head of astrophysics at Harvard, who the whole world has been putting on every single news feed, mainstream news and podcasts, to talk about 3I Atlas. I was the first to interview him about it. We broke the news here on Forbidden Knowledge Podcast Network about this amazing object coming into our solar system, which will be here in a few days. And there is some new data that I want to talk about tonight. So I will talk about it tonight. I'll pop back on here in a couple hours. So look out for those notifications, because I will be right back to talk about 3I Atlas and bring you some breathtaking images that are going to blow your mind. This is the age of Aquarius for real. There's a whole lot of awakenings going on. We got people realizing that there's regimes out there that are running the United States from afar. We have realizations that there are agendas going on to enslave humanity on a global basis, and we have to overcome that. We have objects coming through the solar system that are artificial. We have the government admitting openly that UFOs exist, and military officers admitting that they've encountered these objects. It's a time of awakening. We have arrived at the time of awakening. I've been talking about these topics for decades, and I'm glad I was able to sustain through the hard times when people were trolling hard and saying that I was crazy and that this stuff was just made up. I was just reaching, and now it's all here. It's all come to fruition. It's all arrived. Even everything to talk about the jabs is all coming out. We have mainstream doctors, mainstream news reports, and mainstream peer-reviewed science coming out going against those Jabberwowskis. So even though that was a big setup for humanity, everything we've been talking about is coming to pass. So don't call us conspiracy theorists, call us conspiracy realists. That's what you need to call us, conspiracy realists. And now we have another object heading towards Earth that is artificial and has already made some course corrections. So I'll be talking about that tonight. All right. So a lot of cool stuff going on. I just got back from Chicago, by the way. I spoke at the 17,000 square foot pyramid in Chicago, Illinois. It's a man-made structure, obviously. They turned it into that. It used to be a house, believe it or not. They turned it into a venue, and I spoke there, sold out crowd, talked about the Giza star map, which was a great presentation. I wish I could just show it to you, but it's licensed to the conference owner. But it was an amazing presentation. I had a standing ovation. People loved what I had to say, and I'm looking forward to going back to Chicago and speaking there again next year. But tonight I'll be back on to talk about 3I Atlas. All right. But again, don't forget the Divine Quintessence by Mike Rashid King. Okay. Make sure y'all check it out on Amazon. I dropped the link in the live chat. I'll drop it one last time before I get out of here. Then I'm going to grab myself an early dinner. Right now I'm eating and packing. I'm packing for Egypt. I'm leaving for Egypt in a couple days. 95 incredible souls are coming to Egypt with me. So if you missed this year, you got next year. I'll be talking about that a little bit tonight as well. All right, the 2026 tour. I'm doing 2 tours in 2026 to Egypt in the summer and also in the fall. So many people want to go to Egypt with me. I decided to add, 2 tours to make sure I can encompass everyone's needs. There's so many people that just want to go. Obviously, 2025 is sold out. We have 95 incredible people coming on this tour. And so, but you got to start registering for these tours ahead of time. Otherwise, as you can see, people are already signing up for 2027. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy. All right. So I'll talk about that tonight as well. All right. Anyway, I love y'all. And I will catch y'all in a couple hours. I'll see you in a couple hours. All right. Peace.